Welcome to Norto podcast. This is Ben, this is Dan, and we're going to talk about the new Scream movie.
Yeah, so Scream 7. I do apologise for if you can hear dogs in the background. There's a veterinarian just next there and there's some dogs barking today. So if you hear dogs, sorry, not much you can do. My microphone is a bit hard to block out certain sounds. But yeah, so Scream 7, Ben.
It's not that great. It's pretty shit.
Oh, so okay, so shit.
Yeah.
Right. So what? Okay, I guess the better question is why was the movie shit?
It just didn't make my extra, what do you call it? That
it just didn't. So it didn't really touch on what you. So I guess the better question is what makes a good scary movie or horror movie nowadays? Like, what would you think, in your opinion, makes a good horror movie?
like a
Any
good acting.
Good acting, yeah. Obviously, some solid acting would be worth it. What other things?
Not annoying things that makes it bad, like cringe moments and
Right.
like there's an other option you can just kill him already, or
Yeah.
like they drag it on a bit.
Yeah, so just the typical horror movie tropes that you get to see in the movie, like just certain things is like, well, why didn't you kill the guy now, and why did you do it this way, and why did you run away?
And they put what ruined it for me. I thought Matt Lillard. This is spoiler, by the way, that Matt Lillard wasn't in the movie. It was generated on computer. Someone was
Right.
but someone else was the killer, but
pretending to look like Matthew Lillard
and
from
all
the original.
the old school killers that come back, but generated.
Oh, interesting.
That's what ruined it.
Right, yeah, so that kind of defeats that purpose of the Scream movie having like a solid
Twist.
Yeah, or just even I think that was what was the beauty of Scream was the twist at the end, who was the person underneath the mask, and that's kind of what attracts people to those movies, particularly Scream, because it's well, who's the ghost face? Who is the guy underneath the mask? Because it's not the same person each time, and there's a good story in between it. So the acting wasn't good.
No, it was very cringe and very bad.
Right. So, what about So I think another thing with horror movies, when you go to a horror movie, so the story obviously is a good one, but obviously it seems like the story didn't really add much of anything.
I do like the movies, but this one's probably the worst.
So for story wise,
everything the worst.
Right. Well, what about the other thing? I think the other reason we go to a horror movie as well is to watch. Just if you're into the slasher stuff, your slasher movies, your Friday the 13th, your Freddy Kruegers, you go in there to watch the people. Probably you go in there to watch a bit of a bloodbath, don't you?
Yeah, you can tell from my shirt because it's got all the horror behind it.
Yeah, no, that's good. Sorry if you can't see it properly, but just see the top of it. Yeah, there you go. But so was this movie gory at all? Was it?
Yeah, it was still gory, but it's just annoying how the story didn't really make sense in order. How?
So it just didn't tie the story well.
Yeah.
It wasn't it was
very rushed.
Do you think it was a cash grab? The producer just said, let's just throw some money at this and let's get some money back.
That's what I'm thinking. It was a big cash grab.
Yeah, I think that's the problem nowadays with these horror movies. They tend to throw a lot of money at a production, to go, let's try and make this old school movie and hit on some nostalgia points. And maybe we'll get a couple of butts in the seats and money to people to spend their money to come and watch the movie. But I think sometimes when you rely too heavily on nostalgia, you tend to lose that charm of the movie a bit.
It's if they reboot the Michael series Halloween, that wouldn't go well because you can't go wrong with Jamie Curtis.
Yeah. Well, I think even with those movies, when they did do the remakes, I think those worked a bit better. They had a story, and while you can say, well, this didn't work, that didn't work, they were still pretty consistent. And I think having Jamie Lee Curtis in there, like the character she portrayed in those Halloween movies, worked better for that movie.
And they keep a mystery, is Michael dead or what?
Yeah.
Who knows?
Yeah. And then just like obviously, and then they only kept it to 3 movies, and like, you know, they still gave people things they wanted to see, like, you know, seeing, you know, Michael getting beat up, but also Michael getting back up, and Michael causing just chaos and massacre around the town.
But Swain, no.
So so do you think it's definitely worth one missing, like as a horror movie?
Yeah, missing.
Yeah. So like, was there any good bits in the movie you think that might have like saved it?
No.
No. So if you were to give it a rating out of 10, what would you give it?
Probably a 3 out of 10.
Yeah. Oh well. So obviously, so if you don't, so if it's not worth your time, don't bother spending the money.
Well, if you still want to watch it, up to you. But
I think
don't follow my view. Like follow
if you really want to see it, go see it. But Ben said he didn't like it, and he's watched a lot of the Scream movies. Just a few points, like, you know, the one thing I wanted to mention was that it was directed by Kevin Williamson, and he's been in all the Scream movies. He hasn't directed all of them, but this is one of the ones he had directed, and maybe that was a part of the problem.
Yeah.
And I think sometimes you can
when they change actors, like in the movie, it doesn't work.
Yeah. Oh, and I think, like you said, when they try to do something, like they try to hit on nostalgia, like bringing Matthew Lillard back, and it's kind of like in Star Wars, like when they brought Palpatine back, it just didn't work.
Yeah.
It might have worked if you did it a certain way, but it just, for that movie, didn't work. This time it didn't work.
Like The Walking Dead, when they bring Rick back, it worked. In the spin-off, The Walking Dead.
Yeah. Well, there you go. That makes sense then. Anyway, so, well, what is it? Anything else to say about, or nah?
No, that's it. I'll catch you later for the next episode. Put a like and a comment down below. Yeah,
feel free to share the video to other people who may want to be interested in a short review of Scream 7. But otherwise, take care. If you have any other ideas for topics for us to talk about, feel free to throw it in the comment section down below, and we'll get back to you on that. Anyway, take care.
Peace. Bye.